Welcome back to the We the People of RI Free Speech TV show. This is the Rage of Freedom roundtable discussion. We're continuing on with Parenthood, then and now. We left off with homeschooling, which I believe is a 24-hour job, whether society thinks or the government thinks that, you know, there's no homeschooling allowed. I will homeschool my child whenever she's in my presence. What do you guys think about that? Different styles of homeschooling because of the different personalities of the parents, or?
Well, the law in Rhode Island is that under religious, my husband has an aunt that homeschooled both her children because they're born-again Christians. But the law in Rhode Island is that you have your own curriculum as far as homeschooling. Like me, I have to work, so this is how we do it. And it's all in the interest of your child, too. You know, you don't want to overload the kid. You want to keep their curiosity going. And you want to do age-appropriate things. But according to Rhode Island law and government law, like I talked to a lot of homeschoolers at the Sandy Lane Library in Warwick, and they're like, you know, you don't tell the state anything because they will try to make a law and change it. So there are like different, like I said, the library is your best resource because they have different ways you can school. You can be the stay-at-home mom, but my son's an only child. He likes the social. He likes, you know, chorus and stuff. So we, you know, this is how we do it. I mean, there's so many different ways. As long as at the end of the year, your kid can pass that test, you could take them home. My husband's aunt did both her kids. They were still in sports at school. They were still in chorus. They were homeschooled, and they're brilliant, both of them, and they're so sweet. One's a teacher. One actually does music for TV shows.
If I could say one of the things about homeschooling, the very word sets off alarm bells with people nowadays, and I think I know the reason why. When you say the word homeschooling, what you think of immediately is religious fundamentalist parents. I mean, is that incorrect?
That's not what I think.
Well, when you hear it from an outside source, homeschoolers or people who are interested in the topic, a lot of the time they paint these people
I think people that are fed up with what's going on and kind of get it and can probably have the attitude that I can do it better than they do. I don't need to hear their stuff. Like, what's going on here? The frustration.
Right. Nowadays, we have a whole new wave of people who are realizing public education isn't doing the job. They're deciding to homeschool their children. But classically, homeschoolers are people who are devoutly religious, and they may not have ideas that that jive with society and whatever. So it's easy to paint a homeschooler as someone who's not necessarily doing the right thing, thus allowing you to apply laws and legislators to apply laws, and for the public to not disagree, because homeschoolers are crazy people. And I think it's a day and age right now where we rethink that. Take a good look at public education and rethink that.
There's a big following in Rhode Island for homeschools, and like I said, like I supplement. I've been to a meeting at the Warwick Public Library, and you should see the moms there. A lot of those are stay-at-home moms with little children. And what they say, they're starting to see a lot of kids being pulled out at 10 and 11. Like my son, he wouldn't be happy being at home all the time. He likes the whole school thing. But I mean, there's different ways of doing it. You'd be surprised how big it is in Rhode Island.
Don't homeschoolers score higher?
Well, actually, colleges will take you over another student if you're homeschooled.
Absolutely, because of the results.
Yes, exactly. I mean, my husband's cousins are proof right there. They got into both colleges with scholarships, no problem. You know, I mean, it's just, I think if you can get your child to think and their curiosity, because like I said, school is all about sit down, shut up, we don't care what you think. And, you know, it's been proven in the books I've been reading that employers want people to think on their feet that can work in groups. And that's not what our system is teaching the children. It's my way because I know better than your parent, and we're gonna not, like, I'll give you an example. They spent all of 5th grade on the Pilgrims and never told them that they were escaping for religious freedom. Never took them to the Plymouth, you know, because of, you know, no budget. They've cut all the programs in Warwick now. You know, we're actually switching my son to North Kingstown because it's a better school system while I'm supplementing, because I know a lot of teachers in that school system. And it's just, I just can't believe, like I asked my son simple questions like about word problems. He's like, oh, we never learned fractions. I'm like, go
One little comment on that, I'll give it right back to you. What you just said about the Pilgrims, they learned about the Pilgrims. I ran into this exact thing, and that's why I wanted to make a quick comment on it. As far as my son was concerned, that Pilgrims are people who wear black and white and carry trumpet-shaped guns. Yeah. It's the furthest thing from the truth. There you go, Paul.
Yeah, if I could say, there's a lot of talk about diversity these days, and I can't help but notice that many of the people who are beating their chests about how diverse they are and how tolerant they are in fact actually the least tolerant people on the planet. I absolutely believe that life is school and that the format that it takes shouldn't matter as much as whether people are actually learning or not. I've been a teacher for 10 years in the public schools in Massachusetts because for some mysterious reason I can't get a job in Rhode Island. I don't feel threatened by people who are homeschooling, whether they're religious or not religious. It doesn't make any difference to me as long as every kid becomes educated, as long as every kid is taught to be able to think for themselves. That's all that matters. How they got there is not important. And I would teach anywhere, anytime, for any group of people, as long as I can make a decent living off of it, and I don't care how the bill gets paid. I don't care what the format is. I don't care if it's a public or a private school or not. If it's somebody's house with a group of people sitting there, that's good enough for me.
I just want to say, any teachers out here that happen to be watching this show right now, take a page out of Paul's book. You know, go the extra mile. Forget working to rule, all that stuff. I mean, if you feel like you have to work to rule, then sneak a little something extra in for the kids. Give them, I mean, it's frustrating and.
There are good teachers out there, but they get exasperated by the system because it's not decentralized. It's do what the curriculum says. This is what we teach. We teach global warming. We teach this. We teach that, and they want to program these kids, and they don't even care what the parents think or believe in.
As an educator, we're privileged enough to have an educator up here while I ask this question. Okay, Paul's a teacher, so Paul will know. Have you ever directly, and I realize you're a technology teacher, right? Not exactly in the history books or whatever, but I myself personally have seen this, so I'm curious to hear it out of your mouth. Have you ever come across curriculum that is dead wrong? It's not true, and it's in a school book, and we put children through the entire system with these false beliefs?
Indoctrination.
I can't swear to things being dead wrong. It's not so much the stuff that's said that isn't true, it's the stuff that's not being talked about. Now, for instance, you were talking about like the Pilgrims not being mentioned that they were coming here for religious freedom. People do not realize, okay, you ask any average person on the street, why did Columbus try to get to the Indies?
Oh, wait.
And they will all tell you it's for spices, which is a bunch of crap. All you have to do is read the original documents.
That's what I was gonna say.
He was trying, yeah,
Paul.
because you've been inculcated for that. If all you have to do is read his letters to the Spanish king and queen and understand he was trying to get to the Far East to make contact with people, to get gold, to finance another crusade against the infidels.
Paul, Brown University just did away with Columbus Day. Why would they even teach it in the Warwick schools? Oh, wait, it's a fall weekend. Supposedly we're racist because we believe, you know, Columbus and all that. Wait, he was part of history.
Which, again, they're trying to, in my view, in that case, erase history. It's simply ridiculous. Look, it's like when people don't want to say Merry Christmas because they're afraid of offending somebody. Well, I can tell you all right now, I am not a Christian. I went to LaSalle Academy. I went to Providence College. Apparently, it didn't take. I'm not going to feel offended if you wish me Merry Christmas, okay? Just like the Jewish kids I worked with in Sharon High School didn't feel offended neither. So, you know, they told me so themselves.
That's awesome. As a matter of fact, I played Santa Claus on Thayer Street, and I actually saw, you know, I was Merry Christmas, and this was all a promotional thing for the Thayer Street Foundation, and I witnessed several people, pulling their kids closer to me, stay away from him. But again,
go on avoiding that dangerous Santa Claus there.
We're gonna continue on with this discussion on parenthood, and like we said, we weren't gonna get to the bottom of it tonight anyway. I'm wicked interested in this series. You guys come back? Sure. All right, good. So thanks for joining us, and this is Paula, and this is Paul.
God bless you.
and the Reverend Dr. Adam Cole.
We will win.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Come down and see us.